Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zalem and this is my YouTube channel.
Girl, you make me go so loco, make me go crazy. We would make a beautiful baby. Knock on wood.
If this is the first time you're ever seeing this beautiful face, that is okay. But please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button and joining the fam because we have a great time on here. Today I'm going to be telling you guys everything you need to pack, everything you need to take to school, the things you need to buy as a new or a returning student, whatever you are as far as your university students. Mind you, I'm currently in 500 level, so I've been in school for 5 years. I've moved to school and back 5 times. I'm very much in the right position to advise you on some of the things that you should be taking and some of the things that you should drop at home. This video is divided into 2 parts. First part will be the things you'll be taking to classes. Then the second part is the things that maybe when you're moving to your accom in your campus or whatever, the things that will need to be in your box for you to live a very good and comfortable life when you're on campus. The first thing that I'm going to tell you, based on your day-to-day, everyday, I'm going to school, to always have a nice tote bag or a work bag. It mustn't be a tote bag. Personally, I think tote bags are flimsy and they are not always. A very good work bag that is sturdy and stylish, not too big, not too small, that can fit a good hardcover notebook. Please don't bring your school bag that you were carrying in secondary school and come. I beg. Nobody wants to see that. I'm just joking. If that's what you have, that's cool. But if you know you can afford to buy a good sturdy work bag, please do so. You look fashionable and you still get the job done all the time. The next thing that I'm going to say should always be in your fashionable work bag is hardcover notebooks. If you're in your first year, I strongly advise that you don't joke with your notes. There are things that the lecturers they say whilst the class is going on that will come out in your exam, or there's even a way you would explain something in an exam paper and even though you didn't get it correctly, but the lecturer would know from your explanation you were actually in class and they can award you a mark for that. So try to buy hardcover notebooks. The next thing that I'm going to say should always be in your handbag should be AirPods or earphones. I know you might be thinking, Zalem, we're going to school, what do we need AirPods or earphones for? I understand that, but me personally, if I don't take my AirPods to school, I would almost have a bad day. Sometimes you just need the noise cancellation. You don't need to be hearing anybody's voice. You just need to be by yourself. AirPods or earphones are a very good way to do that. Like I always say, you don't have to have the most expensive things. I use an Oraimo Reef AirPods. I don't know how they say it. That thing works perfectly. I've been using it since I was in my 3rd year and I'm currently in my final. So you can always invest in that if you can't afford the original Apple AirPods. So the next thing that I'm going to say you should always carry with you is a power bank. If you're an iPhone user, you can definitely relate to it. If you don't carry power bank, or yours is your case because nobody's going to borrow you their own, should get. So I always think a power bank should be in your bag in case of emergencies. Maybe your battery is low, you need to do something or you need to call somebody. Always have a power bank. Me personally, if you guys have been watching me, I'm not a fan of borrowing or begging from people. So I always like to avoid situations where I have to ask somebody, please help me with your power bank or with your charger. Being like, no, let me be the one to help you. Also, power banks are not expensive, guys. A minimum of 20,000 have gotten yourself a power bank, and I don't think that is a stretch at all considering how long and how functional the power bank would be to you. So please try to do that for yourself, okay? And don't borrow. This is 2025. Big babes don't borrow anybody's thing, all right? Next up on my list that should be in your handbag should be stationery. Now, if you're a law student, you need to buy blue and red pens. Red pens to write your case authorities and blue pens for just writing your notes. Then if you want to be extra, you can buy some colored pens, highlighters, but always have stationery in your bag and always have more than one pen. Last but not the least thing is a mini hand fan. You guys know those mini portable hand fans that people carry around. Try to buy one for yourself. In as much as the classrooms are air conditioned, When you're walking on the streets, there's no air conditioning on the street, and you don't want yourself, a beautiful girl like you, sweating like a Christmas goat. Try to get a small mini hand fan. You can tuck away neatly in your bag, and it's not going to take too much space. We have come to the second part of this video, which is the part where I'm going to be telling you all the things you need to have in your luggage when you're moving to campus, to stay on campus. You probably already have wardrobes where you're moving to. If you don't, try to make provisions for a wardrobe. It's going to help you to keep things organized and clean and like easy to reach. Off the top of my head, I believe if you're packing to school, the first thing you'll be looking at packing are your clothes that you're going to be wearing in school, because you're going to be wearing out whilst you're in school. So whilst you're packing, I want you to have this at the back of your mind. Divide your clothes into 4. The first category of the clothes that you've divided now should be your inside clothes. Your inside clothes can range from like your nighties to maybe your singlets and your boxers that you wear to lounge around, your short dresses that you use inside or whilst you're at home. The second category of clothes are your casual clothes. Now, casual clothes can range from t-shirts to jeans to shorts, tank tops to leggings, just things that you can easily throw on if you want to go to the supermarket or you want to go and buy food. Just easy things that you can wear and still look presentable whilst you're going outside. Now, the third category of clothes are your school clothes. If you're a law student, you know you should always have a minimum of 7 white t-shirts. You can have 5 black dresses also. The fourth and final category are outing clothes. Outing clothes can range from dresses, fancy dresses, like for occasions like maybe you're going to church or you're going on a date or you have an event to attend. Those are the type of clothes that you should pack. However, I'm going to advise you to not pack a lot of outing clothes. I don't know if it's the same for other people, but for me, when I have a lot of outing clothes, I'll be tempted to want to wear them somewhere. So what I do to restrain myself is just to not pack as much. When like something comes up, the last thing on my mind would be that I want to go somewhere because I have nothing to wear. That's actually a tip that helps. I don't know if it's going to help you, but yeah, last tip before we go to the next thing that I'm going to tell you. For every top that you pack, try to pack a matching bottom, which means that if you're packing 4 tops, try and pack 4 trousers or 4 knickers or 4 leggings, so you can always interchange them. The second thing that should be in your luggage, that should be in your box, would be your shoes. Part is you also need to categorize your shoes into 3 parts. The first category, would be footwear for inside. That is bathroom slippers, Crocs, all those things that you wear inside like your house or inside your home. The second category would be for casual steppings. You can pack slides, you can also pack Crocs for that, fancy slippers, fancy sandals, you know, all those things that you can just wear and look simple but still very cute and put together. The third and final category of shoes that you should be packing are shoes for outing or school shoes. If you're a law student, you know that black flats are a must, mandatory. I would advise that you have a minimum of 4 black flat shoes in your bag. The other shoes that you should be packing that are also in this category are sneakers and heels. Try to not do too much with your items. Try and pack things that you know you would always have in your control so that people don't get to stealing your things. Next thing on my list are hangers. You know what hangers are? I'm sure you already know what hangers are, but I'll try to put a picture of everything that I'm saying here. Take a minimum of 12 is what I would advise. I don't think you should buy the iron hangers. Try to buy the wooden ones that easily, you know, put your initials on them or have a mark that you use to identify them. Also, if you're a lady, you must have a pant hanger amongst the things that you're packing. If you don't have that, I really wonder where you want to be spreading your panties. The next thing on my list is a laundry basket or a dirty this is where you'll be putting your dirty clothes. You can keep them away from like your main clothes if you can afford it, and if you also have the space. I advise you to buy 2 laundry baskets. If you're a law student, one of the laundry baskets will be where you'll be putting your white shirts, like your dirty white shirts if you're not washing them immediately. One laundry basket would be where you put your normal, like everyday, day-to-day dirty pile. Next thing on my list is bed sheets and pillowcases. If you're staying in the hostel, especially if you're going to a public university, I would advise you to carry your own pillow. So you're not going to use the pillow that those people provide and start having nightmare or start having headache. You don't have to worry about mattresses if you're staying in the hostel because it's largely provided for. Buy bed sheets. A minimum of 3 bed sheets is fine. At the end of every week, you change out your bed sheets, you wash the other one. Also get a blanket and maybe one wrapper. I'm an Ikoro woman, okay, I don't play with my wrapper, so for me, I advise you to take at least one wrapper is actually fine, not at least. So the next thing on my list for you to take to school is a mosquito net. You don't want to be treating malaria from the time you get to school to the day you go back home. Make sure you carry your mosquito net, carry your mosquito repellent, carry your bulk spray so you can spray down your room from time to time and avoid treating malaria all the damn time, okay? Next thing on my list that you need to carry are buckets. I advise you to carry 3 buckets, a large one, a medium one, and a small one. Also, please don't forget to always put your initials on your items, especially things like buckets, bales, hangers. Try to always mark them so that nobody can come and steal it and be shining eye for you. So the next thing I'll tell you to take is electronics. Now, the electronics that are allowed in my school hostel accommodation, an electric kettle or a boiling ring. You can also take a standing fan. You should also have an extension plug in your room, by your bedside, whatever, so you can plug your AirPods, your phone, your speakers, your fan. Everything can be charging at once. You don't have to go and be begging for sockets, okay? Next thing that I'm going to tell you to take is a reading lamp or a torch. I'm saying this particularly because I had roommates once upon a time that they were studious people, no doubt, but like they had this rechargeable bulb that they will always leave on in the night when somebody's trying to sleep. It was so annoying to me. Try to buy your own personal torch that you can face on your table and focus on your studies, so you don't have to be a pain in the ass to everybody else in the room simply because you're trying to read and score better. Next thing on my list that you should be taking to school is your own set of cutlery. It includes a spoon, a fork, a table knife if you wish, a bowl plate, a flat plate, a food flask, water bottle, and water flask. Water flask because if you're a sucker for water or like drinks with extreme temperatures like hot or cold, a water flask would be your best friend. And you can also, for the fun of it, make it matchy. When I was in my first year, my mom got everything for me in pink. My fork, my spoon, my knife, my bowl and flat plates were all in pink, down to my panty hanger. So the next thing that I'm going to advise you to get is storage bins or storage baskets. They sell in Miniso. You can get those so you can compartmentalize skincare products, your makeup, your perfumes. You can have them all looking orderly inside your wardrobe. If you can't afford the acrylic ones, there are normal storage baskets that they sell in the market. You can go there and buy those ones and start using to arrange your things and keep everything looking cute and orderly. So last but not the least, this is the list of things I'm just going to quickly run through. They are not as important as the other ones that I mentioned, but they significantly make your life easier when you have them on hand. Umbrellas, scissors, needle and thread. The threads you should be getting: black, brown, blue and white. A pack of paracetamol. If your sinuses act up like mine, Piriton is our best friend. And you should also have a rope for you to spread your clothes. Last but not the least, you should also have a mirror. If you're a hot girl, which I'm sure you are, you always want to see what you look like before you leave your room or you leave your house. Mirror is your best friend, but all the same, do the one that's the most affordable and budget friendly for you. I am not here to impose anything on anybody, so don't go and say Zalem said that if I don't have a mirror, I beg, no be me talk. So guys, I really hope you found everything that I listed here helpful. and I hope that you'll also be looking to get all these things, because I can attest to the fact that they significantly make your life easier, especially if you're in Nigerian university, private or public, whatever. If you have any more questions, please feel free to message me on Instagram and ask me your questions. I know I said it in my last video, and there are some messages that I responded to a majority of them, but there were some that I didn't get the chance to respond to because they were in my message request, and I don't always go to my message request. Make it a point of duty to always check my message request in case I have any questions from anybody that would like to know. I just thought I would say this. We are at 149 subscribers right now. I bet by the time I'm posting this video we'll be at 150. I am so happy that my little community is growing. And yes, if you see me in public, please don't be shy to come and say hello. Forget what my face looks like whenever you see me. Even if I'm squeezing my face, just walk up to me and say, oh Zalem, I watch your YouTube, and you'll see how I will morph the brightest smile ever. Okay, because a couple of people met me this past week that I've been in school, and it was the best thing ever. Like, it just made me feel like I'm actually doing something right and somebody's watching me, you know, somebody likes what I do. And yeah, so if you see me, please say hello. I can have a strong face in public, I'm sure, but don't be discouraged by it. Just tell me, oh I'm from your YouTube. Oh my god, wow. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around with me, and I will see you in my next video.